friends, I'm going to try to get this out and make this as brief but as detailed and brief as possible. So I saw the doctor, and again, one of the things that you have to keep in mind if you are traveling and you have any kind of medical issues, and again, my channel, I've been getting a lot of those, trolls. But once again, my channel is for people that are thinking of traveling with disabilities or medical conditions and want more information about it. That's my primary focus here, is to help them. It's not to talk about my disabilities or to put the focus on me, but it's to help anybody out there who is traveling or thinking of doing this and retired. I'm almost retirement age. I just look younger than my age. So for those people that are thinking of doing it, you're going to run into obstacles, and that's why my channel is here to help those people, okay? So trolls, if you're out there and listening to this, yeah, that's what it's about. It's not all about me and my disabilities. It's helping other people out there. So one of the situations that those people can run into that have medical conditions or disabilities is if you lose your doctor along the road. Now that's what happened. I lost my doctor several months ago while I was on the road, and I knew that when I was coming back to my home domicile that I was going to have to make a relationship with a new doctor, and that's not easy. So my doctor moved way over on the east side, not even close to anywhere where it's going to be reasonable for me to get to her anymore. So I had to see a new primary doctor, make a relationship, and I knew I was going to have trouble, because I always do every time this happens. So what happened is one of my primary medications, and I'm not on any narcotics, it's just my Gabapentin for the neuropathy. The other two, which is for anti-inflammatory and a muscle relaxer, she renewed that with 2 extra refills, no problem. For some reason, she did not do that with my Gabapentin, and I'm like, what? Why would you not do that? So she had, I noticed that when they gave me the papers while I was waiting, instead of calling it in, I prefer to take my papers to the doctor to the pharmacy, because they've messed that up on me before. So I said, let me take them in. So I looked at it, and she didn't do the refill right on the Gabapentin. She put zero refill, which my other doctor would give me 6 months, and the last time she gave me 1 year refills. That's why I was able to be gone for so long. So I'm hearing that they might be turning this Gabapentin, which everybody uses it for nerve conditions, might be turning it into like more controlled, but it's not a controlled, it's not a narcotic. So it's blowing me away. If this is going to happen, I don't know, because so many people are on it, so many retired people. So I don't know, what's going to happen. The pharmacist was telling me this, so I don't know if anybody's on it. Be watching for that, because that could be a big problem for people that want to, especially retirees like me that want to travel. And just remember that I look younger than my age. I am almost 60, so I'm almost retirement. So they're trying to fix this, give me 2 extra refills. They said they would call it in, but they haven't. So I just refilled the one that they made the mistake on so far. So that was another reason why I knew I was going to need to be planted here, meet a new doctor, make a new relationship with the doctor. So this could happen to you if you are on the road, and you lose your doctor. So that's kind of one of the reasons why Kent and I also had to go apart for also this period of time. The other is get these tests done. So they did an EKG test. I guess that's the one I laid down. They put all these probes on me, even on my feet. I'm like, what, on my feet? But I passed it. I was laying flat, and and resting, and so the resting was fine. The blood pressure was the low reading was a little high, but they're just going to keep an eye on it. Nothing that I need to be on medications about. Wahoo, because I don't want any more medications for anything. So a lot more breathing techniques, go to my Zen moments all the time. The other one is they're going to put me through a stress echo test, and so that's scheduled for next week Wednesday. The cool thing that I found out, what you can do if you are mobile or traveling, living in your rig, which I have a roommate situation, remember, but I told him I have to travel so far to get to this medical clinic, but it's next to to the hospital in Portland, and so I said, well, I have to travel so far away. Could I stay there in the parking lot because I have a camper van? So they said at the hospital, but it'll be affiliated with the hospital, yes, I can stay in their parking lot. I have to go into the, I'm sorry, I'm talking fast, but I've got to get going and get back somewhere before dark. So they said I could stay in the parking lot, just come in and see them at the information desk. They'll give me a placard to put on the dash of my car, van, and then that allow me to stay the night in their parking lot, because I said I have my order form, to have the testing done with me and everything, yet they called it in as well, but I have that physical paper. So she said, yeah, just bring that in, no problem, and then I can stay there the night before, because by 9:30 in the morning I cannot eat or drink anything 4 hours before the test, other than 8 ounces of water within that 4 hours before the test. So the test will be at 1:30. Okay, so that's really nice, so cool that they're able to work this out. So that is one issue if ever you're on the road and you have to work with a medical clinic that's next to a hospital or a hospital itself. Yeah, in most cases you can stay in their parking lot. They have an RV parking at this particular hospital. So yay, I'm so happy that that's all working out for me and to get this test done. Third thing is this doctor does want me to see a neurologist and get back in as soon as possible to have some things checked out with a neurologist. So I'll be working on that, but I told her, I need to find this new primary and find all of this in the area where I'm living now would be so much easier. But just in case, I do have a doctor's appointment with her in 30 days. If I can't find anything, or it's taking me longer to get into find a primary, but I'm going to be on that, a new primary, as soon as possible. So things are going into place one step at a time, and so that is the latest on this. As far as some other the other issue that again, I have so many things going on. She just wants me to get going for other testing and things as soon as possible to get all this other stuff that I need to get done. And so nothing else was addressed, okay, beyond these two main issues, okay? All right, but I'm doing okay. Got some things unloaded out of the van. Going to be working on getting to my storage unit next week before this procedure, because it'll be closer to that area, and get some more things unloaded and switched out at my storage unit so I could start working more on my van. So we'll see. I'm going to stay positive that I'll be able to make a new relationship with a new doctor and get a longer stretch of refills for my medical conditions, so that I can get back on the road, because sometimes they only like to give you up to 3 months, and that's not going to be good, right? So I'm hopeful still that everything will be okay. I mean, even 6 months would be doable, but 3 months, not really, So we'll see, one step at a time. All right, so that's the summary. Hope I didn't get too long. Okay, yay, 9 minutes. All right, so I love you all, and I'll see you in the next video. And thank you everybody out there too for just going on this journey with me and for your love and your support. And yeah, and hopefully we're all learning things together through this process. And that's why I put this out there on YouTube. Not to put a lot of focus on me, but to help us all get educated for those that might want to hit the road. As you get into retirement, remember, or any medical conditions, you'll know what you could face or some bumps in the road, okay, along the journey. All right, love you all and see you in the next video.